All right, everybody, you can go ahead and unbolt those medicine cabinets because Alabama got an elite in-state prospect.
You are Locked On Bama, your daily podcast on the Alabama Crimson Tide, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this very quick edition of Locked On Bama. Jimmy Stein is at the doctor. As you know, he has been dealing with COVID and some other things, and so he wasn't able to chime in. He normally is, and so he will be missed. But Alabama got a commitment from Ba'Roc Willis from Moody High School. This guy is going to be in contention for the number one player in the state in another loaded 2027 class. Yes, it's 2027. Yes, there's a long way to go. Yes, we've seen a litany of flips here recently, especially for in-state guys. But there are some reasons to be very optimistic. First of all, this kid had 79 tackles as a freshman at Moody, right? Then he had 14 and a half tackles for loss, again, as a freshman, and 9 sacks. Pretty incredible statistics for a freshman playing varsity football. He's also the cousin of C.J. Mosley. That's a big deal. You got to think that's going to help Alabama hold on to his commitment. And if you read any of his commitment reports and write-ups, you will see that he plans on being the kind of guy that's going to be, hey, I'm trying to get more people here. He is Alabama's first commitment for 2027. So, I mean, he's going to be somebody that will be in the hearts of Alabama fans for a while, and hopefully he can be sort of that Pied Piper type kid because really, you know, Alabama needed a win in state, right? Ba'Roc Willis was at Big Cat Weekend, and then he went to the cookout. He had been visiting Alabama for quite some time. The staff loves him, and he decided to go ahead and end this thing. Now, is it over? Of course it's not. Of course it's not. But that, again, I feel much more optimistic about Ba'Roc Willis, who is C.J. Mosley's cousin, who has visited Alabama numerous times, versus, say, an Antonio Coleman who has flipped now 3 times, committed 4 times, or a Derek Smith from Selma, who a lot of people thought would end up at Auburn anyway just before he committed to Alabama. So I feel very good about this. I feel like this is somebody that will stick. Of course, 2027, a lot of things will happen. Shoot, we'll be into the 14-team or 16-team playoff by then. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of change in college football just coming and going all the time anyway. But Ba'Roc Willis from Moody High School, again, a lot of these recruiting services also have not done their 2027 rankings, but I did get the chance to speak to Jimmy. We talked about this commitment, and Jimmy really believes this. And again, Jimmy is with Bama Online. He has some connections. He believes Ba'Roc Willis will be in contention for the number one player in the state of Alabama for 2027. I'm also going to go out on a limb here, and I think Alabama is going to get a couple of more commitments sooner rather than later. Still believe very firmly that A.K. Deere, who will be in this class, will commit to Alabama relatively soon. Again, I can't give you any kind of dates, but I feel like that will happen. I also think they're going to be a surprise or two up Alabama's sleeve. And as I got one question here, I will answer it. It said, does fall camp start today? Actually starts tomorrow, Wednesday. So a little bit of good news heading right into fall camp, which will start on Wednesday. And as Todd Tipton just said in the comments, 27 is a long way away. I have said that this entire little soliloquy I've been on. But you know what? It's better than not getting the commitment, right? And Alabama needed some kind of win like this, not because the program's on decline. They're still number 2 class in the country, blah, blah, blah. But it just perception-wise, it certainly didn't hurt. So congratulations to Kalen DeBoer and staff. What a big pickup. Again, maybe the top guy in the 2027 class, Ba'Roc Willis from Moody, 6'3", 225. I'll go over those stats one more time. 79 tackles as a freshman. Playing varsity football in the state of Alabama, that's crazy. 14 and a half tackles for loss and 9 sacks. So this is only going to get better. He may grow into a bandit position. Jimmy, I wanted to make mention of that. Jimmy brought that up. So lot to be happy about right now. Go ahead and enjoy this win. And we'll catch you guys. Go check out our latest Locked On Bama, which posted earlier today. We did the countdown, got Graham Nicholson on there. We've got Parker Brailsford on there. And we also talk about some in-state recruiting stuff. We just didn't know that we were going to get in-state commitment, or we would have brought Ba'Roc Willis up, and we will certainly talk about him tomorrow. We're going to do our podcast a little later tomorrow because we're going to let some of the practice stuff, some news, et cetera, roll in. And then we will have, after that, we will have the podcast. So appreciate all you guys. Please, please, please do go ahead and subscribe. We're 50 subscribers away from 11,000 subscribers. We never thought we'd get there. We never thought we'd get to 100, much less 11,000. So thank you guys so much. If we can get some of you guys to sign up that haven't, we would appreciate it. Go check out all our sponsors and go check out the latest Locked On Bama. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Until then, roll tide, everybody.